Man, I love Rosella. So fragrant, my God. This dish is inspired by my mentor, Andreas Lara, who I worked with in Singapore. Rosella was one of the flavors that he once introduced to me. I look up to Andreas because he's not only my mentor, but he's also my friend. A lot of the way that I cook and I am as a chef today is because of him. I wouldn't be on this show if it wasn't for him, to say the least. So I'm definitely going to incorporate that Rosella. I've picked 2 of the mystery box items that are both going to be frozen. So I've chosen the Rosella and the berry liqueur. I'm going to make a sorbet out of the berry liqueur, and I am going to do a granita with the Rosella. And I'm going to throw in a sablé breton biscuit just for a little bit of crunch. The first thing I know I want to do is I want to get onto those 2 frozen elements. I want to make sure that I have time to freeze it because it's an elimination challenge. The challenge is frozen. You want to make sure that you get frozen elements in there that highlight those mystery box ingredients. Honestly, this, like I said, like this dish is really an ode to Andreas. Hope I don't let him down today. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. I am feeling good. I think it's coming together. So I'm really happy. My granita is not too sweet, and that flavor of Rosella is prominent. Ooh la la. And as I taste my berry liqueur sorbet, I can feel a little bit of warmth coming through from alcohol. I'm just thinking about that chili in the mystery box, and I'm thinking, is there a smart way that I can incorporate this into my dish? Thinking maybe I should put a bit of like chili inside the sablé biscuit. Andreas, you know, he's all about flavor. And he's the one who taught me to try unique flavor profiles, which makes me think maybe I could just try it. At the end of the day, the challenge is frozen. I've already got 2 frozen elements that include 2 ingredients from the mystery box. What do I have to lose?
Oh, has she got chilies out?
It's gonna like dice it really small and fold it through the sablé.
Go wild.
Yummy. I am having so much fun.
Basta, come on. 30 seconds.
10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, chef.
We did it!
Kayleen, what is the name of your dish?
The name of my dish is Lara. I've made tart Rosella granita, a berry liqueur sorbet, the sablé with chili in it, cream cheese espuma, and a berry liqueur gastrique. Lara actually is Latin for cheerful. I thought of it because of my mentor, and as you know, I have one of the best mentors in the business, and yeah, he's a great guy. And I wouldn't be here today without him. So this dish is, yeah, it's an accumulation of everything I love about him and our relationship, and yeah, I'm just really thankful and blessed to have him in my life. I said I wouldn't cry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll taste.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, I think we need to dig in.
Yeah, let's dig in. I'm gonna stop here. Otherwise, I would finish the whole thing. I freaking love it. I love it. I love that she really used both texture of ice cream. It's perfect in the texture, in the temperature. It's everything I like in this dish.
I loved it as well. I really loved it. That sablé spiked with a little bit of chili, which you do notice, has that beautiful, warming, comforting kind of richness that you're still looking for in a dessert.
Knowing that she purposefully put the chili in the sablé I'm pushing even more the boundaries of what I can do using as much as she could the element from the mystery box. I love everything about this. That's her best work. I'm literally stopping myself from eating it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Come on, Brian. Andy, of course, bringing rice and salt.
You have no idea where I'm going with this.
Vegetables. I like your direction, Adriano. Chocolate on cocoa butter.
Chocolate, yeah.
That's the challenge. Ooh, I see a black forest too here. Hey, Garrett.
Hey, Chef. Hey, Mel.
Mel and I were wondering, are we going to see one of your famous tarts? Is this the challenge? You're going to bring us a tart?
I feel as though when it comes to getting that elusive immunity, like, we need to play to our strengths. I think I need to play to mine.
Chase. Are you doing a tart or
I'm
not?
making a tart.
Oh, okay. Finally.
Yes!
I mean, you've really created the monopoly on excellent tarts. For Elmo to be able to have one made for him, I think that's really, really cool.
Oh, I love tarts. What's your vision?
So,
what will be the tart?
The tart is going to be a Black Forest tart with Kirsch ice cream.
Yes.
One of my absolute favorite desserts. I love Black Forest.
Absolutely.
Black Forest bring back some of those childhood memories for me. And how many chocolate elements do you have on this tart?
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Chocolate custard, the Kirsch mousse, and then I'm going to put a little bit of aerated chocolate and then some chocolate disc on top. So very much in the tarts and on style when it comes to the aesthetics, but the assembly is going to be, it's a little bit stepped up, I think.
Perfect. I'm excited to see this.
Thanks, guys. So, a bit of pressure. Anne-Marie says that he loves Black Forest cake. So this needs to be executed perfectly. It is a chocolate challenge, and that in itself is like quite imposing when you're cooking for someone like Anne-Marie and against people like Kirsten and Adriano. But I'm confident in the dish, and the amount of chocolate that I'm planning to work in is going to be enough to get me potentially up in the gantry next cook.
All right, guys. Only 2 hours left to play with my favorite ingredient.
Wait, Chef!
Go, go, go! I'm just like you when I work.
Full gas.
Yeah.
So tart shells come out of the oven and then it's nice golden brown. So I spread my cherry jam over the base, put it back into the oven, and then fill it up with my chocolate custard. What I'm most worried about with this dish is that Anne-Marie has mentioned that he's a big fan of Black Forest, so there is nowhere to hide. Immunity on the line, obviously this is going to be one of those cooks that you really want to pull out your best work in. I feel that tarts is my best work, so to have that in the back pocket was useful. I think I've done enough to impress the judges. I put up a really, really good dish. I know it's a flavour profile that works. It's one of my favourites personally, and really trying to champion the chocolate with having it in 4 different elements, I think is hopefully going to be enough to get me across.
Tarts up, Gareth.
This is the first time that I'm serving a tart, and this is what I do day to day. So my reputation is at stake. I just hope that I've done enough.
Gareth, what have you made us?
Black Forest tart with Kirsch and vanilla ice cream.
I know you've held off making a tart in the competition. What made you bust this one out?
Black Forest is a flavour combination that I love. and I think lends itself really well to the brief.
So you're going with something very bold. I feel very strongly about Black Forest. I told you it's one of my favorites. You cannot hide anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Should
think
we
we
try?
need to know if it tastes as good as it looks.
Yes.
So there are 4 components with chocolate. There's a baked chocolate custard in between the 2 cherry layers. There's a white chocolate and Kirsch mousse, an aerated white chocolate in the center, and the chocolate decor on top.
Garrett, Black Forest is very close to my heart, and you really honored it. I love the tart. I really like the flavor of it. Like, I just ate 7 desserts, and I would finish it. It's delicious. And chocolate is very integral into making a Black Forest. At the end of the day, it's about chocolate. I love how you bake that chocolate custard. Less and less we see those baked custard within the tart shell itself, and I love a good baked custard. All the elements are well crafted. That's a banger tart. It's very good.
Thank you.
What I love about your tarts is that they are highly technical, but they don't lose any soul in that translation. I think the tart shell itself is perfection. It's thin all the way around. It has the right texture to hold all of those flavors together. I mean, I think this is in the mix for immunity this evening.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well done.
Oh my God. So good.
What a mess.
Hi, Jess.
Hello,
Jess.
hello.
Tell us, fill us in on what's going on. What's your dish?
I'm making a bird's nest. So there's a place in Warburton called Redwood, which you should go, with all
Yeah.
the tall trees. And then
Yeah.
they have these dragon nests. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm kind of recreating today.
Cool.
I'm going to twist chocolate caramel for the bird's nest.
Yeah.
And I'm going to create, hopefully, a showpiece on the outside, like a dragon's nest. It is a caramelized Bailey's Irish cream ice cream. It's gonna be topped off with a really light chocolate mousse.
I love it. It's been so close to winning immunity, so just manifest that.
Thank you, thank you.
Good luck to you,
Appreciate
Jess.
it. Stress levels are, it's like a heartbeat.
Oh, you and your twill, huh? Ay, ay, ay. Do I always come at the worst moment?
Yes, you do, actually. Sadly.
I'll let you focus.
Thank you. So I'm making a bird's nest and a dragon's nest. This is the bird's nest, which is actually the desserts component. The dragon's nest is just for show. It's a chocolate challenge, and Amri works so hard creating this beautiful koala. So I wanted to showcase chocolate work, and I think it does look pretty cool.
Ah, she did it on the cold marble. Yes.
I think the 2 nests look really beautiful, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked. And now I need to plate up. It's like choosing clothes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
done.
Jess. Wow. That's beautiful.
What's the name of your dish, Jess?
Bird's nest.
Bird's nest. I can see why. Let's dig in.
Yeah.
The inside look amazing.
Oh, I'm glad, thank you.
The chocolate mousse is very aerated. That's a hard word for me.
Aerated.
The chocolate mousse is very much aerated. Has a lot of hair bubble in it. So far, it's very promising.
So the chocolate is Also utilized in the coffee bean creme. So I use 2 types, milk and dark. And then throughout the caramel, which is on the twill, and then the garnish on the outside. And then I've made some burnt caramel Bailey's Irish gelato. I mean, Bailey's Irish cream is my mom's favorite. She always gives me a shot in the morning in my coffee. So, yeah.
Jess, you have chocolate in all of these really light, interesting, surprising textures. It's sort of a way to deliver big flavour but not give you fatigue. The actual inner nest almost disappears immediately. I really liked it.
It's a well-composed dessert. The dominant is Bailey's. I like Bailey's, so it's okay with me. You use chocolate as a structural support with the edible nest and to solidify your crema, to solidify your mousse, but you also have the flavor coming in. So we have chocolate pretty much everywhere. You started strong in this competition.
Thank you.
And I thought that the last dish you presented was the best, and this one may have topped it. So keep on this track, keep getting better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jess.
Appreciate it. It's so nice.
Entering the Dessert Master's kitchen, there are baubles hanging everywhere. There's a Christmas tree. Mel's in a red suit. It's like, oh my God, Christmas is in the air.
As you can see, this Christmas tree is clearly missing something important. Any guesses?
Presents.
Ding, 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 jackpot, that's right. The presents, they're on their way, along with someone very special.
Santa?
He's come from a long way away to be here, and he's been travelling all night. He knows whether or not you've been naughty or nice, and it wouldn't be Christmas without him. Please welcome the big man himself.
Ho, 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 ho.
Well, no prizes for guessing what today's challenge is all about. We want you to make us a dish that represents what Christmas is for you.
You'll have 2 hours to complete your dish. What you've been given must be used in your finished dessert. This is your pantry, and what you see is what you get. Curtis, would you do the honours, please?
Absolutely. Time starts now.
Slow off the mark today.
That's the Christmas spirit, pushing the siblings.
Brutal.
Sugar.
I love Christmas. I like the abundance of food, and I make far too many desserts.
Christmas for me is about my son and my family, spending time designing the Christmas table, making my own bonbons. I'm that type of person that, you know, wants to lavish everyone with food and treats.
For me, I always like to make a mousse cake for Christmas. I think it's easy to portion and people love to eat it. Santa Curtis has given me lemon, and I'm going to make a lemon entremet. I've got a lemon cake and then a white chocolate and lemon mousse and then a lemon jelly. I'm going to make a festive on top, like a wreath. Starting on the mousse now.
Here we go!
10, 9, 8,
Beautiful.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your bench, guys.
Oh, your benchmate gave up on you.
Nice work, guys.
Wow.
It's a lemon Christmas wreath. I have a layer of mousse, then I have a layer of lemon cake, then I have a lemon jelly, then I have the glaze and the garnish.
It's a really fun dessert to eat. You get the bright acidic note of the lemon. Textures are wonderful, and I can imagine serving this to my kids. I have an 11 and an 8-year-old, and they would go wild for it.
Thank you.
Hey, Gareth.
Mel.
Hey, Gareth.
Hey, Curtis.
Pink lady apples.
Couldn't be more grateful. Thank you, Santa.
What are you doing with them?
I'm getting some caramelised pink ladies on for a spiced apple cake. I got a Calvados custard, Calvados ice cream, so really tie back into the apple theme. But I'm also making a spiced, a mulled cider fluid gel, which is kind of like indicative of those Christmas markets that I used to attend back in my Europe days.
It's taking all my power not to pull up a stool and just sit here and smell and enjoy. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
So I spent a lot of time living and working over in Europe, and I really did enjoy the Christmases over there.
So I'm going to try and channel those experiences tonight. All my components are pretty much done. Ice cream's in the freezer, the custard's in the bag, ready to be put onto the plates. I'm now working on the garnish, add a little bit of that Christmas whimsy to the plate.
Even though the apple is the running theme throughout this entire dish, I really want my cake to have the appearance of a plum pudding. I feel a plum pudding is the quintessential Christmas scene. The little sprig of holly on top and the rum sauce dripping down the sides.
Now it's just time to glaze.
So I've made a toffee apple gel to glaze the cakes. I'm also going to do a nice little marzipan Christmas decor for the top of the plum pudding.
Yes! Happy days. Wow, wow, wow. I'm feeling stressful, for sure.
Reynolds just played his pin. That just really increased the odds of going home tonight.
Perfectly frozen.
I can see a lot of really impressive dishes being put together right now.
Semi-Fredos, I am pretty happy that it's frozen.
Well, I'm starting to get a little bit stressed because now that's a 1 in 3 chance of me potentially leaving this competition tonight.
Is mine going to be enough? Beginning to look a lot like elimination. Come on.
This dish is essentially between me and the semi-final at this point. I'm a little bit stressed, and being a double elimination, I need to do absolutely everything I can to stay in this competition.
Think about adding something with a bit of texture. I'm going to try and do a small batch of candied walnuts. Hopefully it works.
But the one thing that I'm really hoping to set me apart in this cook is the fact that I've tried to serve up a dish that has a lot of textural but also temperature diverse ingredients. Having that Christmas cake warm and alongside the cold Calvados ice cream, I think is going to add that other level of nuance to my dish. And also just knowing that there's a slight sort of nostalgia in the way that this dish is composed by replicating a plum pudding. So I hope it will get me across the line. So walking this dish up to the judges, I'm pretty stressed considering the odds. With 2 people going home tonight, I just hope that I've done enough.
What did you make for us this evening?
I made spiced apple cake with mulled cider and Calvados ice cream.
This is like Swiss Germany. I'm back home.
Yeah.
I feel that you made it specially for me.
Gareth, I think the presentation was really beautiful in terms of it looking like a Christmas pud, and the fact that you're drawing from a northern Christmas, your experience living there, it's a beautifully festive moment that I can visualise. I loved the ice cream. I thought the texture was amazing. It had that really adult boozy kick to it that just takes this dessert from simple to spectacular.
Thank you.
What I love about what you've done is how you've created different flavours of apple. I mean, that Calvados ice cream might be one of the best ice creams I've ever had. I think it's absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
It's like biting into a beautiful apple, but you made it with Calvados, and I think it's a real triumph.
Thank you.
I hope you will take it as a compliment. For me, this is like a badass grandma great dessert.
Exactly.
He has that warmth, he has that rusticness. You're giving us a different feeling on how to appreciate an apple. All of that's wrapped into a beautiful Christmas present.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Gary.
You're good there, Reynolds?
All good. All right, so I'm gonna be making a dish called For Snow White. So it's a little fairy tale reference. I'm gonna be making a Snow White sugar-blown apple. So I'm gonna coat it with chocolate inside and out and fill it inside with flavors of jasmine tea, feijoa, and apples. So crack it and reveal all the components inside.
I've done some sugar work over the years, just self-taught. It's a very delicate, sweet spot to get it right. The sugar has to be the right temperature, the right thickness, and it has to hold the right shape. It's all about the execution, and so there's no room for error.
I don't plan to use my pin today. I want to hold on to my pin for as long as I can.
I'm in this competition to kind of show my worth and really prove myself as one of the top pastry chefs in Australia. I just really want to be able to showcase what I can do. I want this dessert to look unique. I want to create a Snow White apple, a visual representation of a fairy tale. If I can get that sugar work perfect, nice, delicate, and thin, it's going to be out of this world. I'm shaping it, and slowly coming together.
Oh, I think this one's it. This is it.
It's nice and smooth, looking very transparent. And I gently heat it over the heat lamp to make that apple shape.
Oh, it's close.
So talented.
I want to hide components within the apple. It's to be fragrant, to be light and refreshing. So next thing I'll start working on is my gelato. I'm going to blend in some feijoa fruits, similar to guava. This gelato is going to be at the very bottom of the dish. When you crack everything open, you see all the little dry components, and all that gelato is going to do is just soak everything up. This dish is to be an experience for the judges. I'm actually really excited.
I think Reynolds okay.
Oh yeah, it's just like breathing.
Yeah, I know.
Conceptually, this dish, I wanted to kind of represent the fairy tale, the Snow White.
So the idea is to have cocoa butter to really kind of protect the sugar. It's like a really thin coating. It's like almost like a praline crunch, inside and out. And what I like about this is that you don't see what's inside. So that's the whole part of the discovery as well. So I can fill in with some wet ingredients of like ice cream, fresh apples, compressed apples, without it actually affecting and melting through the sugar.
Do you know that you're not the only apple with sugar dome here?
I heard Morgan's doing one, right?
Does this scare you at all?
Nah. No.
Holy crap.
So last couple of minutes, and plating up is absolutely crucial. And presenting an apple, it's gonna taste like apple. So I'm filling in the cinnamon crumble, the apples, the apple caramel. I also want some fragrance. So I add some herbs and flowers. I'm working with a fairy tale, it's Snow White princess, you want it to smell good. And of course, it's meant to be a refreshing and light dish. I start adding in the jasmine jelly, and then finally the piping of the feijoa gelato.
Ray, you make it seem so easy what you're doing.
Success comes down to the minute little details. It's more than just the concept. It's about how well it eats, the balance of the dish. It's the full, complete package that the judge is looking for. And hopefully tonight I've done that.
Wow, look at that.
Very magical, huh?
It certainly is. It feels like it should be in a movie.
This is inspired by the fairy tale Snow White. So the dish is called For Snow White.
Let's smash it.
Oh, you cracked it really nice.
Oh, it's really pretty. It's like a little window into a world.
Yeah, it's a show.
So inside we've got cinnamon crumble with mixed apple and feijoa. There's compressed apples, apple caramel, and a feijoa gelato. Thank you.
Thank you. You can smell this incredible aroma of so many different herbs. It really does invite you on an extra sensory level to dig in.
Wow. Oh la la.
I think he just made you 5% more French. Oh la la.
Oh la la.
Oh la la.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. That's a very good dessert. It's very refreshing. It's not overly sweet.
The feijoa and the tartness of the apple really reinforce one another and give you that sort of acidic freshness.
It's a very good combo.
And then you have that comforting apple crumble aroma of the cinnamon and the white chocolate to give it richness and depth. It's a multi-textured, multi-layered wonder.
Look at the sugar work. This is coated both sides with chocolate.
Wow, it's so thin. I know Reynolds has been focusing on savoury for a little while now, but this is why he should never leave the pastry kitchen, a dessert like this.
Oh yeah, he shouldn't go back to the dark side. Reynolds impressed me so much so far.
Yeah.
He's a very impressive chef.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Go ahead and open your gifts.
Is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Voila!
I love it when they get all squidgy. So good.
Hey, Kayleen.
Hi, Chef.
What's going on?
So, growing up in Singapore, it's very traditional for us to have lots of like sharing dessert. So, my dessert is going to be a 3-layered roasted banana cake, which is very unlike my style.
So banana cake,
Yeah.
essentially. Talk to us about the supporting flavours. I can see a couple of spices going on,
Yes,
and of course palm sugar.
So I've added spices into the banana bread to make it obviously a little bit more festive. I'm gonna make a kueh called kueh kodok kodok, which is like a banana fritter. It's gonna look like snowballs on the top of the cake as a decoration. And then inside I'm gonna have a banana palm sugar jam, and then just a salted caramel buttercream. So it's gonna be salty, sweet, very Asian direction I'm going, I
This
guess.
sounds sensational, but it sounds to me like it takes 3 to 4 hours.
On a regular day, yes, it will take 3 to 4 hours.
You've got 2 total.
I'm trying to go big or go home today. Actually, I'm actually like sweating. But I decided that since it's a double elimination today, it's go big or go home. And, you know, I'm not just a one-dimensional pastry chef. I can do other things as well.
Yeah, show us a winning dish and you might be able to stay.
Swing for the fences.
Thanks, Mel. So I know that this is an ambitious dish for me to take on, but, you know, it's getting stiff. There's so much talent in the kitchen. I know that this is gonna be tasty. I need to stick to my guns, make sure I watch the clock, keep going. Cake's in the oven.
Making my coconut chew.
Run, Jess.
I'm trying. I'm doing some chocolate bells.
My God, I'm sweating today. I only have 15 minutes to go, and there's so many things happening right now. I need to fry these banana fritters, I put gingerbread, and I need to leave time to build this cake.
Is this your sponge, Kaylin?
Yes, chef.
They look fantastic.
Oh, thank God.
You're not going home.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that too soon, chefy. My banana sponge has now come out of the oven, and normally I would just let them cool at room temperature before even attempting to cut it open. I'm so happy with my cake. They smell amazing. I usually would wait a little while before I get this process done, but there is no time to waste. This is why you don't build a cake in 2 hours, guys. I need to start building this cake. Really pushing it today. I put a piece of sponge in there, and I put a little bit of buttercream, and I put the banana jam in there as well. I'm pushing. And I throw this cake into the blast freezer. Oh my God. All I want for Christmas is my cake to be standing by the time it gets to the judges. Okay, talk about pushing it. 3 minutes to go, and I'm praying that it stands when I take off that acetate. Please, please, please. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
This is crazy. I would have not even dared try it.
Yeah, I'm pushing.
Are you gonna leave this semi-naked?
I'm gonna leave it semi-naked. It's very trendy now.
Well, looks like one of my cakes.
Stay focused, Kaylin.
Yes, chef. I pile that kueh kodok on the top. I stick the gingerbread man around the side of the cake. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I dust the top with icing sugar and finish it, of course, with a Christmas gingerbread star, because that is always on the top of the Christmas tree. Ta-da! All I need is some Christmas carols playing in the background, and I would be just transported back home during Christmas. I definitely do know that my sponge wasn't 100% cool when I built it. So nervous. There's a huge chance that when they cut this cake open, it's just gonna be a huge mess in there.
Kaylin, there is many different aspects to the realm of sweets and dessert. You have showed us almost entirely only plated desserts. And the moment you decide, during the largest elimination we had so far, to do something outside of the realm, you decide to do this, it's madness. For me, if the flavor and the texture on the inside are as good as it looks, I think it's gonna be the Christmas miracle.
Kayleen, what's the name of your dish?
Bananas for Christmas. You have a salted caramel buttercream. Sponge layers are roasted banana cake, also layered with banana and palm sugar jam. And then on the top is kueh kodok, which is a fried banana fritter.
For me, if the flavor and the texture on the inside are as good as it looks, I think it's gonna be a Christmas miracle.
Oh my God.
I mean, the fact that you can see the layers like that,
Yeah, that's quite
it's
impressive.
really impressive.
You would think that the warmth would have everything collapse. Look at the banana. Yeah, it's quite nice. And let's try this. It is finger-licking good. It's so good, and I'm so happy for you because when I saw it, could be overly moist because it didn't have time to cool down properly. This is not a 2-hour type of dessert. Banana is a hard fruit to work with. It can be slimy, it can be mushy. Oh, I love it. I have goosebumps, I swear. I freaking love it. It is quite a miracle. It's so good. I eat that, I don't care. I would eat this portion. I swear. I love it. You can be so proud.
Thank you so much.
It's a really well-constructed cake. Considering the 2 hours, it really is a Christmas miracle. I think the flavor of the buttercream's great, the moistness of the cake is there, and I think you've really excelled. I've got a new business for you. Custom cakes in 2 hours. I could see it.
You have made banana festive as hell. You really, really have. Roasting the banana, bringing out the sweetness, the caramelization, the idea of having a chewy texture to soft and creamy textures. You're really thinking about how those things layer together. In terms of the challenge, bananas tick, Christmas tick, a goddamn celebration cake in 2 hours, 10 ticks. That was incredible.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. That was crazy.
I taught you everything.
I love that you got goosebumps
I
from
swear.
eating a cake.
Yeah, no, she really got to me.
Well done. Thank you. I'm ready to play.
Well, chefs, thank you for letting me get to know you a little better by showing me what Christmas means to you down under. I think everybody did an incredible job. But my personal favorite tonight should come as no surprise. Kaylin. Thank you so much for this beautiful dessert. You literally gave me goosebumps. Well done.
To invoke such emotion from one of the best pastry chefs in the world, I think I've already won.